revenge on him by approaching Mel rather than on their marriage status. No, but you told him who you were? He knew he sounded incredulous. Well, yeah. She gave a sunny smile. He wanted me to pass his regards on to you. Mummy. Beck stood in the doorway. I'm hungry. Mel gently pushed past Dave and took out a box of Jat's crackers and cut up some cheese. Dave watched as she put it all on a plate and handed it to Beck, who promptly disappeared back into the lounge room. And you can't remember his name? He persisted, stepping closer to her. No, it's baby brain, I tell you. I can't remember what I did yesterday. She looked at him. I'm sorry, I am trying, you know. Dave put his hands on Mel's arms and looked directly at her. Mel, this is important. What did he look like? Mel frowned again. I don't know. Her voice trailed off. Dave didn't let her finish before he cut in again. Tell me exactly what he said. Looking up at Dave, her eyes now shone with fear. Oh, no. She swallowed hard as realization hit her. He said he was a friend of yours. From... She paused and thought hard. From out bush, I think. Dave wanted to shout out names. Bulldust? Or Ashley? But he knew he couldn't put words in her mouth. One of the first interview techniques taught during detective training was never to do that. What did he sound like? The words snapped out of him. Sound? Dave's heart was beating hard, and a knot of fear was sitting like a stone in his stomach. It was one thing to be an investigator on a case that involved dangerous criminals. It was another to have strangers approach his family. Hard voice? Nasal? Deep, he offered, forcing his tone back to quiet and comforting. Did he speak slowly or quickly? Mel leaned back against the kitchen bench, her arms folded. Quietly. She frowned the way she did when trying to dredge up a memory. Yeah, quiet. He spoke slowly like he was drawing the words out. Dave knew he couldn't prompt her, couldn't ask about a beard, about vivid blue eyes, about the tattoos on Bulldust's knuckles, Bulldust's features that he knew by heart. Height? Dave? Mel glanced over her shoulder to the lounge room, then down the passage to Alice's room. You're scaring me. He wanted to shake her for being so stupid, for admitting who she was to a stranger who approached her out of the blue when she had their baby with her. This turn of events frightened him, which in turn made him angry. It wasn't as if Mel didn't know who Bulldust was, that he was out there somewhere holding a grudge against Dave. In fact, it had been Bulldust's threat to kill Dave and Mel's reaction to it that had started their recent spate of marital problems. Actually, if he was honest with himself, all of their problems had stemmed from being undercover. How tall, Mel? Measure him against me. She put her hand over his head. Hair? I don't think he had any. No, I remember glancing at the overhead light reflecting off his head. Other facial features? I don't think so. No beard? No. She sounded more certain. I remember thinking he needed a shave. Just stubble, then? She nodded, running her hands up and down her upper arms. Dave knew the gesture. She was trying to comfort herself. He should go to her, put his arms around her, and tell her everything was going to be okay. He couldn't. It was more important that he remain the professional detective, so he could protect them all. Any tats that you saw? An accent? He was wearing long sleeves. Yeah, long sleeves, a blue cotton shirt, like a work shirt. For a suit? She shook her head. No, more like what you wear for the stock squad, like farmers wear. She paused. Dave? She looked at him questioningly. He wouldn't be... Dave spoke calmly. He could be. Now, listen to what I say very carefully. I need you to pack a bag for you and the girls. I have to get you all somewhere safe. Mel took a step towards him, then backed away as if Dave were the problem. I'm scared. He grabbed her in a bear hug, not letting her pull away from him. I understand that, and I don't like this much either. But we have to take precautions in case this man is Bulldust. He took a breath. You need to take the girls and go somewhere safe. But I've got you. Mel's voice was muffled against his chest. He sighed. That won't be enough. It's me he's after, and he won't stop. Fighting the anger rising inside him, Dave drove carefully, his eyes skipping between the road ahead and the rear-view mirror. It had enough